결국 상이 들어왔네. 이 친구 따라가면 되나? 잠깐만, 여기 아니야? 여기 아니잖아 이씨. 여기 아니잖아 이씨. 아, 잘못 들고 왔어. 이 사람 따라가는 게 아니었는데.
See you later. Take care.
See you later. I wish you well.
아이씨.
No idling. Get hauling.
길 헷갈렸습니다.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not
We
enough pretty
did?
girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the
And
bride
why
doesn't
wouldn't
leave
they
you.
when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside. Well, I ain't so sure about that when I hear what you're saying.
Wedding like.
아, 달리니까 편하다.
Good food and drink. God bless.
God be with you.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Everything's gone down to the tree.
All he is, master philosopher.
It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
We've still got a king, though.
Wenceslas was worse.
아, 개 무거워 씨.
I don't want to hear any of that. Someone will overhear.
Wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink.
All right. See you later.
It was nice.
아니, 거기에
Lots of
다운난
guests.
사람들은 우리만 있는 게 아니잖아.
My liking.
근데 왜
It's a
우리
lot
둘만
better
깜방에
here
gat이고
Someone might really take an interest in your
나는
opinion about the Chamberlain.
노역에
There.
한수는 뭐 말로만 밀려봤댔잖아. 증거가 없는데 그냥 이야기만 듣고. 다영이라는데 이게 맞냐고 이게. 아우 씨.
That's that.
아,
Hard on folk if they tried a little harder, though.
I
뭐라면
finished
되죠?
hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected
아하,
tradesman
넌
here,
대장장이
understand?
아들이야.
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does
네
a
개.
horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
하나 만들어야 되네.
All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads! By the way, you lot all think running the castle is a piece of cake. But for sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all...
경비 없어졌네.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
이분인가?
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
내가
Can I
도와드릴까?
help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
I know how to do it, but first I have to get tools for it.
All right, I'll wait here. Another while won't kill me.
아니 락픽은 주셔야지. 여기서 만드는 게 아닌가 봐. 아 있네.
Merciful God, your only begotten Son took upon himself our wrongdoing and showed us the power of enduring patience. Look down upon our happy
This is going to take a while yet. is almost done.
물 색깔이 왜 이래 이거? 헉 먹었다. 중병기의 공격과 막기 소모지 무력 감소. 오.
Have you seen Erazim the Scribe?
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
금방
Well, what are
만들지.
you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to
나한테
bring it
보여달라
and show
했잖아.
it to
품질
you.
검사한테.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella.
응? 너도
Unlikely.
만만치 않은데.
I can't wait.
It was nice. Good food.
가바듯이?
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an
아, 그래?
honest living. Is
도적이야?
that enough for you?
Not quite. I'd also like to know if you've still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Let's see what you've got.
아씨, 내가 돈이 없잖아.
Oh well, what can you do?
What about the...
Shh.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, a very nice Turk
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry. I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally.
일이 뭐 겹겹이네.
It was nice. Good food.
여기 있다.
What if my soul is burdened with sin?
Of course, son. Or take the path of repentance. It will improve your reputation with people, and you, if I'm not mistaken, come find me when you have a...
Do you know where Captain...
It's true, son.
I'd like to pray with...
A kind thought, but you can't get to Tom...
Why did you...
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got...
Aha. I'll be going...
Go.
언니 쳐다본데 이거 어떡하지? 주사위 게임으로 음마이 끼고 댕기다가 걸리면 도둑이라 의심받을 것 같은데.
It was nice.
I have that rosary for.
Great.
Here you have it.
Good fella.
It was nice. Good food and drink.
The first bell. Another 11 to go. So I got what I needed, and we can get to it. Where's that chest?
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along. What a day. I burnt the roux in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it. But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't
들어갑니다.
nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Pfui!
울리다.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him.
경비병이 대놓고
God's
서 있는데 압니다. 먹으라 하지 마십시오.
God be with you. Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
And smile. I don't want to see any sour faces when his lordship returns. You'll be happy to see him home.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go
아니, 일
snooping
때문에
around where you shouldn't.
들어왔습니다.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to
안
read?
믿는데?
Spéciés de keep it, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
이거지. 검진하겠습니다.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
생존은 만땅이군.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right.
치료해봤어?
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes.
배탈 난 거
What?
아니야?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewelry.
중세시대
and
치료법이야?
when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
돌발이
I
아니야?
understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
합병이야?
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worst in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
기생충인가?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach
이게요?
ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God. What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I don't have the required remedy. And unfortunately, I don't see how I can brew it here. I don't have the necessary equipment.
You're free to use the surgeon's apparatus in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard.
이렇게 제한을
I
푸는
wouldn't want to
건가
get in trouble.
조금씩?
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. Besides caring for your mortal coil, the well-being of your soul shouldn't be neglected, sir.
What do you mean by that?
I think I could pray for your health. A word to angels to ask for their intercession can work miracles. The greatest Christian physicians recommend healing in both the material and spiritual world. And you have a very nice chapel here.
Father Nicodemus takes care of that. What I want from you is medicine,
안
not
받아주네.
talking to angels. Got it?
Yes. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Ow! And don't forget to light the fire.
여기인가? 근데 무단 침입증이란데? 여기인가 본데?
most faithful and good Christian.
여긴가? 음. 별도.
If they'd left at least a crust of bread.
어디로 가야 돼?
The second toll for Hans.
If it's scrub you're after, you'll have to wait. I've been here for ages.
옆 건물인데? 여기가 아니고.
If it's scrub you're after, you'll have to wait. I've been here for
아니
ages.
길이
You'll have to go on duty.
You?
뭐야?
What in God's name are you doing here?
너는 뭐 하는데?
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
털고 있는 것 같은데?
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
You know I was locked up? Oh, for such
그러니까
an uncaring girl,
어떻게 그렇게
your
아삭하게
interest
알고
is a
있지?
bit suspicious.
Right. I spend the whole day following you and the arrogant fool around, spying on you.
That's exactly what I think.
Well, think again. You!
I'm still not...
Yeah. You!
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I was sent here by the Chamberlain.
재료가 있어야 돼.
He wants me to help him with his stomachache.
That slimy toad. If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his worries.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone. I just clean up here. And you don't look like someone who knows much.
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by any chance?
What? How did you...
How? I know a thing or two. So, do you believe me?
That was pretty good, I have to admit.
말하는 사이에
And now
훔쳐갔나요?
give it back to me.
As you wish. And now I'm sure you'll be very happy to help me.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this
도둑질하고
castle.
있더만. 웃긴 놈이네. 약을 이미 만들어 놓은 게 있네. 내가 굳이 안 만들어도 되겠네. 으씨 깜짝아 씨. 별도의 달인? 이건 또 뭐야? 공짜 퍽게이드.
What are you doing here?
죄송합니다. 올라가면 안 되는 곳이구나. 방이 왜 이렇게 복잡해?
Fuck. I've had a fight with him since yesterday.
If you're after some left...
Sir,
Yes?
I have exactly what you need, sir.
Ah.
Sir, I'd recommend that you take this digestive potion to settle your stomach. Take it after every meal. And don't forget, a good diet, and do not get upset.
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought to go and lie down, sir.
Lie down? Me? Ha! Without me, this place would grind to a standstill.
Sir, medicine isn't enough. You also need rest. Otherwise my potion won't have much effect.
Oh, all right, then. I'll try it.
And another thing. I don't want to bother you, sir, but I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Couldn't I go and pray in your chapel?
Ah, that again. Good heavens.
음.
Go where you want, boy. I'll inform the guards.
Thank you, sir.
예배당 허락이 났고 교수대 주변에서 일감 찾기. 어디로 가냐 근데? 완전 밖으로 나가야 되네.
Good food.
Oi, Wojtek. Could you stop gabbing and come and help?
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
넌 놀러 왔냐?
Seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
I'm Henry.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
Me
도와달라고.
neither. But all I care about is you giving me a hand. Those sacks won't carry themselves.
I'll just finish what I'm discussing with Magda and I'll be right with you.
내가 지금
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
뭔 삼촌?
What uncle?
Wojtek here said he's helping his uncle, Osina the blacksmith.
뭐야? 뭔 소리야?
I'm not helping anyone's uncle. This is a punishment, just like with Wojtek here.
A punishment?
Aye. We got into a bit of a fight at Lord Samin's wedding.
What? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Ah, that's not quite how it was.
You wretch.
Oh, thanks. You really are a cunt.
고맙지? 일이나 해 임마.
A cunt? While you're having fun chatting up girls, I'm hauling sacks. If anyone's a cunt, it's you.
Don't worry, I'll find you.
벌써 세 번째 종인데?
The third toll. I better get moving.
Greetings to you two.
The Lord be with you.
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
목수? 가르쳐 배울게요.
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I need. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good
일부러
carpenter's axe.
허름하게 만들어서
There's
부수게 만들어?
one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't
내가
find
갈아줄게.
time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed. Sharpen it and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
도끼 내가 챙겨가야 되는 거 아니지? 내 주머니 있지. 없는데? 도끼 어딨어?
So, I went to see my brother. We talked about the inheritance. But your father's died. But he drills all over. He gets the feeling that his time's nearly up. Does he get it often? Nearly all the time. And he
금방 가는 게 있네.
I don't want to see it.
아니, 도끼부터 줘.
Start getting soft in the head. Bad news. Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
잠깐만, 뭐를 놓쳤나? 아니, 뭐지? 잠깐만, 다시 보기 봐.
Gaping and get hauling.
헛간에 있는 도끼. 헛간으로 가서 도끼를.
What is it you
어어어.
A good day.
마구간이잖아. 아 잠만, 지도에 찍혀 있는 거 아니야? 에이씨.
That should do it.
Ah.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today.
Mm-hmm.
The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The lords decide. I just
야,
build the scaffold.
폴대장에서는
A
뭐
fella has to
많은
know his
말이긴 해.
place in this world. Like my old pa used to say.
Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one
Binyek?
hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too. But for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean.
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Tursky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too. Farewell, my friend.
이제 토마스한테 가면 되겠구만. 죄송합니다. 귀를 잘못 들었어요. 쭉 가서 아이씨, 뭘 기도해라 씨. 어어어, 여기가 그 지하구나. 여안이 맞는데?
Fourth bell.
근데 건너가는 길이 있는데?
Huh? Huh? Eh? Was that you? Oh, never mind.
은신펑 들었다. 난주를 어떻게 하는 거예요, 근데?
Could have been a draft.
미친. 씨, 어디로 가야 되는 거야? 어디로 연결돼서 가는지 모르겠네. 여기 중간에 통로가 있는데 길이 없네. 은신 야무지게 오르네. 아, 길 물어볼 수 있는 사람 없나?
I'm sorry.
가운데 통로가 있는데 그 통로를 어디로 가는지 모르겠네. 아, 골치 아프고. 음, 이거 꺼주고. 어씨, 게임 꺼버렸어. 아이, 큰일 났다. 현장 리세이브. 건물 구조를 좀 봐야 되나? 이쪽 맞는 것 같은데.
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
안 들어가면 되잖아요. 아, 뭐야? 여기 길이 있었네? 몰랐지? 여기네. 아, 진짜로 누워있네?
No, please. Over there. Quick. Over there.
있는 거 없는 거 다 털어 씨.
Watch out on the right, Yannick.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
토마스
I need to talk
동생이라고?
to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
도움될 만한
I
걸
heard that your
바꿨습니다.
brother is lying in a fever,
해열제
so I
있다.
brought something for him that might help.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was against dragging Thomas to the chapel. I felt it would only burden him more.
God moves in mysterious ways. We ought to administer it to him quickly.
Yes, of course. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
아, 한스는 똥줄 타겠는데?
I urge you all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. And worst of all, a poacher.
와우.
And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down!
와, 구세주다.
And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
와, 성 멋지다. 이게 실제 성이랑 거진 비슷하게 만들었다는데. 귀족 인정됐나?
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing
손에
up as
반지 봐.
befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, You tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
넌 뒤졌다. 씨.
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well, it was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his defense that he had my orders not to admit anyone to the castle and to be cautious.
아주
I understand,
면제가
sir.
없으니까 지가
At
왕이처럼.
home, some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that, sir. We are merely interested in whether you would sit down at the negotiating table with us. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy. So we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
씨.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting.
아,
Interesting.
못 봤나 보네.
But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish.
아, 드디어
Gentlemen,
신분
follow me.
돌아오는구만.
So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're gonna act like nothing happened,
진짜
then
지독하게.
you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more,
이야기도 안 들을라 했잖아.
But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realised that.
You couldn't have realised. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been
지가
able to
왕이
play
된
the
것처럼
Lord and stage
영도
private
없으니까
executions.
맘대로 사형 집행하고.
Sir, once more I apologise. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
I think
사과하셔야지.
you owe him a proper apology.
I think I've apologized more than enough, even though I had little reason not to regard him as a poacher. But still, I will try to rectify my error. Nevertheless, welcome to Trotsky, the finest and biggest castle
하,
you
너 때문에
shall ever
밀려빠게
see.
됐잖아.
Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost. The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Seems like you're in a good mood. Ulster's not troubling you anymore.
I'm better, thank you very much. But you can keep that little matter to yourself.
여기 우리 숙소야? 아, 못 들어가게 하더만 여긴가 보네.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you, or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
템 다 돌아왔나? 아우 씨 진짜 씨. 오래 기다렸지?
Here, Mutt.
갑옷을 지금 입을까?
How can I help you today, friend?
수리? 거래할까?
What do you have?
곤봉은 넣어두자. 아씨.
Oh well, what can you do?
입어야겠어. 훔친 거는 나중에 낍시다. 아.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
그리고 막간지. 갑옷을 좀 수리해야 되나? 괜찮은데 근데. 내 말이잖아.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got
없잖아.
out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account.
뭔
I've got the
말이야?
tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Farewell.
얘가 청어야? 좋은데? 청어하면 이름 물고기야?
I took a...
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart. An honest stock, too. I've heard that.
So I heard.
Well, let's not forget about your horse.
말 타는 법 알아.
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure.
Thanks. It was good to see you, my friend.
이름이 어디 청어냐? 다 끼고 있는 건가? 호의하기.
Come on then.
Greetings
A
to you,
ride in the
friend.
fresh air will
Why
do us
the long
both a
face?
world of good.
Oh, I've just got this nasty premonition.
What premonition?
I've got a barrel of ale at home.
가자.
I'm afraid it'll go bad on me.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stuffenberg, or whatever the bastard's name is.
Aye.
그래.
Whenever I see him, I feel like giving him a smack in the mouth
내
as well.
도끼가
Or 5, which reminds me. Look, I know I behaved
그래,
like
널 위해서 얼마나
but
고생했는데. 어? 하트? 이거 그거 아니지.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herb woman, Bojena, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it on behalf
아,
of
돈
both of us.
줘놨어
You
이미.
did? My word, Henry. You are a true Bellator. Only half by birth, but your heart is filled with blue blood.
Thanks, Hans.
How is she getting on, actually? I hope she hasn't had any trouble on account of us.
Not on account of us, no. But
거기 스토리도 다
well, it's a
해놨지.
complicated story. And not a pleasant one.
Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. But right now, I'm not in the mood for sad stories. You can tell me another time, but now Nabokov awaits us. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
People walk here too, you know.
It's nice to be out under the open sky.
그니까
I was
말이야.
feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression. Fuck. This place makes me feel
처형당할
crazy.
뻔했잖아.
Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. And he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
You're telling you had a beautiful wife and lots of kids. So the House of Perkstein continues in glory. Blossoms.
Only I'm still waiting for my damned inheritance, and I don't have a wife yet. Thank God. Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things, and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What do you say?
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskowitz with a roadside chapel.
어디? 예배당?
Whoever reaches it first wins. So
그 차로에 있는 예배당?
get ready, forward!
씨. 아 저기.
Go! Show what you're made of!
굳이 길 따라갈 필요 있어?
Quick! Quick! Quick!
말이 개 빠른데?
Go!
아니 말 차이가 나는데요?
Come on.
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters.
에바코스?
Oh, dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
Your knowledge of these parts is impressive.
Don't worry. I spent some time in the local forest, so I know my way around. Soon the path will turn sharply and head down a steep hill. So be careful your horse doesn't stumble. And by the way, there won't be time for it now, but near Nabokov there's this nice marsh where wild boar go to wallow. A good spot. Tried and tested.
Have you forgotten your last encounter with a boar?
Don't be so discouraging. I've learned a thing or two since then, and I won't let any swine catch me off guard.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Bergov?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
You didn't answer my question.
I did. You just didn't realize. All right, I'll explain. According to what Hanush told me before we set out, von Bergov is no fool. Quite the opposite. Persuading him won't be easy. We have to show him he has more to gain than to lose with us.
This shouldn't be about trade-offs. Sigismund is a usurper who's harming our land. Wenceslas is the true king, and siding with him is a matter of honor.
I agree, Henry. But as you can see, half the Bohemians' nobles don't. More than half, actually. They either see Sigismund as an opportunity, or they're simply fearful and will side with the one who has the upper hand. They'll be holed up on their estates, waiting for the storm to blow over without them having to lift a finger. We have to show them we have the upper hand. It doesn't matter if they side with us out of fear or honor. They just have to side with us. And von Bergov is just the man we need. As soon as we get his support, Nabokov is not far now. The fortress stands on a rocky outcrop. We'll have to go round, so we should be careful. Our mission will be taking us around a pond, and we know what happened last time. So get ready. As soon as we cross the stream, we'll give the horses a gallop again.
다 온 거 아니야? 여기 아니야?
Turn left here. Nice fortress. I like the way it's concealed. Nicely situated on an outcrop with a mighty tower and only one approach road. Easy to defend with a view of the whole valley and its approaches. A well-chosen site.
Are you an expert on fortress construction?
You could say that. It's part of a nobleman's and a warrior's upbringing. Hanush forced me to listen to those teachings from Bernard and others, and I'm glad he did. When I think about it, unquestionably learning feeds a man's soul, but right now my belly needs feeding. So I hope Sir Yaromira is well stocked. Von Bergov's morning feast set a high bar, after all.
엉덩이 아픕니다.
Hearing you spout wisdom is entertaining, but not enough to make me forget my ass is sore. It's a good thing we're almost there.
Sacre, Henry, a short ride like this and you've had enough? I was just thinking about heading off to see the world once we've sent Sigismund packing and restored order in the land. I'd like to visit the Holy Land, for instance, and kneel before the Holy Sepulchre. I'd bring back earth from Golgotha for the family tomb, to improve Father's prospects in the hereafter. Whew. So you'd better toughen up that arse of yours, so you can make it to Constantinople at least, without whining. Can you see what I see? Fuck! What a lot of horses! They must have cost a fortune. Perhaps he married off his daughter well. Or Von Bergov is paying Nabok a tidy annuity, but kept it quiet from us.
왔다.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, Sir Yaromir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Bergov. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much
이때까지
longer,
불합
you'll be
일을
sorry.
복수하는
Please
듯한.
be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaromir will be here any moment.
See?
진짜 받아주긴 받아주네.
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaromir of Nabokov, at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir
없다며.
Yaromir. Sir Otto von Bergov asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story.
말을 다
But
어디서
I'm
했냐?
guessing von Burkhoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
아, 힘들었다.
The journey was all right, but monotonous. I'm rattled from riding. My ass hurts.
Well, I'm sure you're glad to be at the end of your ride, eh? You'll get some rest here. I'll see to that. But I must say, my throat is dry.
뭐
And
술
maybe
한잔
yours
하지
too,
않을까?
eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can
아,
have a chat.
친절한 거 봐, 지.
As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications.
Here you go. Take it.
킨. 와, 성이 희한하게 생겼네. 오호호.
At least we'll show you how you're better